First of all, it's a great honor to meet all of you brothers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gather us bin al-wahd al-ahad, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us bin al-wahd al-ahad in this lecture, and also meet again bin al-wahd al-ahad in the paradise, in the Jannah bin Allah tabarak wa ta'ala as well. First of all, my name is Muhammad Saud al-Banwan. As the Sheikh said, I graduated from Sharia College here in Kuwait, in Kuwait University, and I traveled to Riyadh to complete the master as well, also in Sharia with al-wahd al-ahad. I am not working now. I was a lawyer for 1 year and a half, and after that I let it work, alhamdulillah. And inshallah I'm working here, and I will inshallah start working in that way. This is my first lectures as well in foreign language, in English language, so I'm sorry if I got any kind of mistakes. Okay, in it, but inshallah may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless with it, and inshallah it will be benefit. It will not take a long time as well, but I'm also looking for your experience, because the main title of this lecture, or a small speech as well, is the treatment in Islam. I think a lot of you as well, inshallah, working in da'wah, with your relatives, with your families, with your friends as well. And you know, the treatment is the main thing that affects the people, also in the foreign societies. A lot of people think that we are terrorists, that we are criminals, something like that. But mashallah, by the treatment, not just by talking, maybe we can change this people as well. To be really honest with that, I really want to hear about some experience, especially from the foreign people who live in foreign society. But as well, when we study Sharia, subhanallah al-azim, and we are looking in the sources of Sharia, the first source is Al-Quran, Quran Kareem, and the second source is As-Sunnah. How was the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, treat with other peoples, the non-believer, the non-Muslims, and also how did he use this kind of good treatment for da'wah? There is a lot of stories, I think you know them, but there is 2 or maybe 3 hadith that is the main thing, or the main, the main topic, or the main thing that we can concentrate on the treatment. The first thing Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, okay, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. The translate of this hadith is, I was always sent to perfect good character. So the character, the morals, the kind of good treatment by using your good morals, good characters, good way of talking is a really benefit and useful thing in da'wah. The second hadith is, the best among you are those who are best in character. That is really important. All of us looking for paradise, and all of us looking for the statue of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But as you know, most of us also should know the way of the Jannah, the way of the paradise, the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the most important thing, and the best thing, and not the best thing, but one of the best things that we can really concentrate on and achieve on is the treatment, the morals. Also, we got some children as well. We are looking for them, and we are looking for them to be a good sons, good men and daughters in future. But we also should know the treatment with them is also important. It's also, we know, most of us here in Kuwait or even in foreign society will treat with a lot kind of people. Some of bad people, some of good people. So how can we treat with those people, and how can we treat with those people? First of all, the Islamic or Islam is acknowledges to treat with other people in a good way. Why? Because we are looking for all people here, and also the disbeliever, okay, to enter to Islam and to accept Shahada. Why? Because first of all, we are loving the good things for others. Okay, it's not depend on believer or not believer. All of us want to enter Jannah, but I don't want to enter Jannah by myself. How about my relatives? My father, if he is not, if he is disbeliever, or my mother, if she is a disbeliever or non-Muslims. How about my sons and my wife, for example? So let's try to treat other people by the best way as we can. As you know, a lot of ideologies here, and a lot of bad ideologies affect people, secular and other, as you know, the ideologies. So, how can we change the view of the persons who are believing this kind of bad ideologies? As well, we can talking about just an experience. There is not a specific thing that we can, concentrate on. All of us have a kind of treatment, okay? And all of us have his own character. But how can we achieve this thing as well? For me, and it's just one thing that we can really, really concentrate on. Treat the people as the way that you want them to treat you. If you want to treat them good, they will treat you as well. Okay? If you would want to treat them in a bad way, they will treat you in a bad way. So all of us want from other people to treat him well. So treat those people also well. Be honest with them. Okay? Help them if they want for the help. Okay? And also not just help them because you want to help them only. Okay? Just tell them that I am treated with you in good way because the Islam told me that. Because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, acknowledged me to do that by his hadith. And this is the main thing. The stories of this kind of ethics, of treatment ethics, is really great. And for example, as you know, a lot of people here are also in foreign countries, and I want to hear from you as well, especially from people who lived in US or Europe or also in South Africa. Okay, how can this kind of teaching, or how can this kind of treatment affect those people? Absolutely, for me, it's just a small experience in Dawah as well. I meet Mr. John and a lot of people also. Okay, but the treatment or what you do in your life, especially, okay, with other people, will be much, much, much better than what you say as well, especially for us as Muslims, okay? A lot of media, a lot of channels saying bad things about Muslims, they are terrorists, they are like that. So, but by what you are working in, the way of your treatment with the people will affect them, and I think that it will change the view of those people. So, for example, just a small story for me, I will finish with it. I will share with this story. One of persons here in Kuwait, okay, he was non-believer, he is Kuwaiti, okay, and he was hating Islam really, 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 and he was treating Muslims, I think, in a bad way. So he got a child, and he tried to find a name for him. So do you imagine what's the name for this child? No, he chose Lahab, to called Abu Lahab. Subhanallah. And he was a Kuwaiti as well. So this child, Lahab, okay, became a good man as well, and became a good Muslim also. And he started in Dawah. And he affected his father by his kind of treatment, subhanallah. After maybe more than 20 years, okay, or 15 years as well, of a good treatment, this man or this father became a Muslim again, Allah al-Karim. So the treatment is a really, really important thing. And I really want, inshallah, to hear some of your stories as well, okay? Especially for the people who are, inshallah, in countries. How can the treatment affect the people or affect the foreign society to acknowledge them, to enter Islam, or to change their bad view about Islam? Okay, this is the main thing, and I want really, really to hear about that. Okay, that's all for me, and inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless with that. And I'm sorry if there is some mistakes. It's a really great stress for me in the first lecture as well. Okay.
And also, you, by the way, Jazakallah khair, Sheikh, first of all, and you reminded me about one incident that that comes with the ethics, or because a smile is part of ethics.
Yeah.
The Prophet ﷺ said that you have to smile. So subhanallah, and especially we are living in a country that this staring is something horrible. That people stare to each other. I don't know why. So I was walking, and I saw a guy, bodybuilder, wearing tight t-shirt, and walking in a way that shows that he's like showing off. Basically, he's not walking normally. Huh?
Do you start a battle?
No, inshallah no. Okay, but subhanallah, look what happened. Yeah, like you can say peace battle, huh? So I saw him like from far away, and subhanallah, like shaitan gives you, this is normal, look, even trying to be a good Muslim, but shaitan gives you, like, look at him, how he's walking, showing off whatsoever. And after a sudden, then subhanallah, I thought about it. I said, khalas, I'm a Muslim, and I have to treat this person as a Muslim. And he's coming, and his even face reaction is really bad. His eyebrows is like hitting to each other, and he's walking in a way. Subhanallah. Now I'm coming and he's coming, like we are all coming. I think Allahu Alam, I was in a market or something. Allahu Alam, where while I was coming, I just looked at him, even though I didn't expect anything good from him. This is unfortunately this is what I thought. But I said, okay, let me just apply the sunnah. So I looked at him, and I didn't do anything. I just smiled, and I said, that's it. Wallahi, even I don't remember I said salam. I just looked at him, I smiled, and I shake my hand. That guy from, mashallah, your place is mashallah, salam rahmatullah. So that small act, wallahi, made this guy, the tall, huge bodybuilder guy, as a chicken. Wallahi, he become like, I don't know what I did, wallahi, he just turned out like, from the chest that he's showing off and everything, he became very small. Wallahi, he became very small, and he's looking at me, and he started doing this, like, he turned to like a Chinese guy, You know how the Chinese guys meet each other, and they always like, they do this? Subhanallah, and it was just happening in like a few seconds, I'm coming, and he's coming, and I smile at him, and that guy completely changed his reaction. So I thought in my mind, like, subhanallah, look, wallahi, everything the Prophet ﷺ told us to do have an impact in your life, in others' life, in other people's life, subhanallah. So I said, we should, not always look down upon people, Even though this guy, his appearance was like that, but you have to treat them as the Prophet ﷺ told us. So this is one of the incidents that happened with me. And since you're living here, I'm sure you went or come across with a lot of incidents, so please, you can share as our brother Sheikh Muhammad would like to hear about.